Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soren and today we're talking about investing. So yeah, investing, it's yeah, I'm just gonna skip past that word. Okay. Um, it's very complex. And there's always more to learn. Most of the people who don't do well while investing are people who think they understand investing and know everything there is to know about it. I still am reading as much investing text as I can a day. I read one audiobook on it for at least an hour every day, and I'm reading, let's count, like 3 or 4 different investing books at one time. This is because I understand that there's always more to learn, and I hope you do too. But yeah, basically today we will be talking about a little bit of the different types of investing and what that means to your what kind of investor you might be. So there are 2 main types of investors. There's day traders and then there's value investors. Basically, you can think of these as long-term and short-term investors. Day traders being short-term, value investors being long-term. I personally don't really understand day traders, and I don't really think it's as reliable as value investing, because it's really relying on what someone else may or may not do, whereas value investing is based on the intrinsic value of a given company. So I think one's a lot easier to predict with the right research and the right prior knowledge and of how to look into that company. The other one is a lot more based on what's called intuition, which is very bad in financial markets. And if you want to read more about that, there's a good bit on it in Jason Zweig's book, Your Money in Your Brain, which I'm currently reading. But yeah, so it's, on the other hand, my side of investing, value investing. I don't know if it's really my side. There have been far more famous investors to have come before me and who are currently investing. But basically, that's the idea of researching a company, realizing that it's finding something that's undervalued, has a solid business, and is very safe. Then investing that, and for minimum of 10 years, all the way up to 30, 40, 50 years, depending on how old you are, and basically making a retirement plan. There's different ways of doing this. There's a method called the coffee can method, or coffee can portfolio, which is basically where you find usually safer stocks, buy them, and then you forget about them. This is named after a solution for storing money that people, I don't remember who did this, but basically put your money in a coffee can, put it like under your bed or something, and then forget about it. And then whenever you look at it again, you're like, oh, I have all this money. Similar idea of kind of having like a jacket, and you unzip the pocket and there's like a $20 bill in there, which is awesome. But yeah, investing, the coffee can method, it works really well. At Fidelity, they did a case study, and some of their best performing portfolios there were ones where people forgot they had them. So that's pretty good proof right there. But yeah, it's a very interesting approach, and I think it can be very successful when proper research is done before. Also, disclaimer for this whole video, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial professional. I do this for fun and to make money, and I hope you do too, but that doesn't necessarily mean I know everything. At the end of the day, I am still a 16-year-old boy who's been investing for almost 10 years. But in any case, value investing can be more active, depending on what type of it than you do of it, than the coffee can, which technically could be under the umbrella of value investing, but it really depends who you're talking to. So value investing, you're doing a lot more research, and usually this is more of a calling for people. Not necessarily a job, but more of a side profession or just side hustle. Because it's really important, and a lot of people will tell you jobs are what make you money, and investing is what makes you rich. And that's very true, because if you just worked for a summer job, made about $3,000 to $5,000 for 5 summers when you're in high school and college, then you can retire off of most of that income if you invest it properly with the right research. This is not guaranteed. If you do this and then in 50 years or 10 years, not 50 because you'd be in college, and you're at 65 and you want to retire and you don't have the full amount where you have tons of money and buying Lamborghinis and private jets and yachts, then don't blame me. I gave the disclaimer. But otherwise, there's the potential to do it. You can also save, I think about $1,000 a year if you just make your coffee at home instead of buying it from Starbucks. And you could actually save like 7,000 or something. Don't quote me on the 7,000. If you get something like a fancy iced chai at Starbucks, if you just made that at home with some mix, which most say, like Graham Stephan, I'll link that video in the description, is just as good. But yeah, that's all I really have for you today, just to consider those 2 topics. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, also, if you like this video, if you could just smash that like button, totally free. If you don't want to later, you can always unlike it or dislike it. But yeah, why not? It helps me grow the channel and helps you feel like you did a good deed for the day. Thank you.